Hello, y'all. I'm back. Excuse me. So it's now 8:07 p.m. This video won't be that long at all. But just now, I guess even after you block the perp's phone numbers, they still got a way to harass you through voicemail. So me thinking it might have been an important call. Excuse me. These people, I shouldn't have deleted the messages, but I did because I can't show y'all on my laptop because I don't know if my laptop is gonna act right or act funny. So I'm just doing a verbal documentation of the harassment. So somebody, with the New Orleans phone number, I blocked that person. So then on the voicemail, it showed up as unknown. So the person called me up just now and left a message saying, "Fat girl, fat girl, fat girl." Sounded like a man trying to impersonate a female voice, or a fake baby voice. So I truly am being harassed and gang stalked. Because anytime they give you like harassing messages and anywhere that they can get an opening, and I don't even know who this person or this perp is, but them acting like see, they just flash lights and into my window just right quick. So I don't know who that perp is. Excuse me. So you saying like, if y'all telling me I'm childish and that I need to grow up and act mature and act my age, but then y'all do this senseless harassment for no reason. And so the other time that person said, Miss Piggy, when is the next time you're gonna go to your shitty spot or something like that? That perp said. So I mean, it's just childish games, and I'm as I said, I'm just documenting the abuse for my safety and security, because if anything can happen to me, even though I have had suicide attempts in the past, because I didn't know any better and I didn't know the truth. If anything happened to me, Candy Grandpre didn't commit suicide. She was murdered. I'm telling you, if anything happened to me, that's why, I'm off to myself. So that's why I'm, documenting everything that they say and do, like this right here. See, they're prolonging my video. I didn't mean for the video to even be this long. But that's the white truck bastards. It's a different truck now. Pulling off. Where you come from? This ain't the same white truck. This is like a silver Ford F-150. And this moment I walk out the door, he pulling off. This is what gang stalkers do. And look, well, that's the neighbors right there. But see, they're pulling off also. And they got they got funny tail lights too. Funny brake lights. They're definitely gang stalkers. Like I knew from one of the perps that always wear a lot of red. Y'all see this? They trying to make me come out my house. the motel room. And so now he's talking with the guy that works here. But yeah, the moment I walk out the door, y'all pulling up. So they come to harass me. I meant for this to be a very short video. Yeah, gang stalking neighbors. and getting out. Like the female always wearing red hair. Oh, they don't have the red hair today, but these are definitely perp neighbors. Yeah, she got the red hair. Yeah, some gang stalking devils. And then sometimes they'll even front like they're Christians too. Yeah, see, as I said, like, who ain't a gang stalker around here? Yeah, she got the red hair. See, he's talking with one of the guys who oversees this place. They're sitting there having a conversation, and the other guy, he was just, got done emptying the dumpster, I guess. These perps. Well, I gotta make this a longer video. Shoot. But they want me to be scared, fearful. Yeah, so yeah, these perps had funny tail lights. And there he go driving off, the guy with the silver truck. They're just, it's every freaking day. So, I had the air on and I got it cold in here. But the slightest a little bit of warmth in here. Oh, there go the gnats. So I cannot, it's like I have the air conditioner on 72. Sometimes having it on 78, I feel like, sometimes even having it on 86, I sometimes feel like I'm freezing. So, but before I go, I just originally wanted to talk about, briefly a little bit of phone harassment, and then ask for help for $40 more to stay here. I'm gonna need $40. If anybody can help me, please, I'm asking, $40 just to stay here until for this coming Friday, like the day after tomorrow, all I would need help with is $40 to help for it to be enough for me to get to stay here for one more week until the 15th. And then on the 15th, I would hate to, I'm scared to, have to be back on the streets again. So, I have the fundraiser up, but, that might usually take probably a week to get the donations. But the quickest way to help me is at the bottom of the description box of all my videos. I have the PayPal and Cash App. It's the quickest way. I wouldn't have to wait an entire week. So, and I appreciate, whatever help for me to just, at least get to stay here for one more week. Because I was saying, a couple of days ago, I have $331.18 in the bank. And then, so it cost $365 total to stay here, for 1 week. And so for one more week, all I would need just help with $40. But then again, I'm kind of scared and not ready to end up back on the streets again, because I have no overhead and no protection. I told y'all that opening doors, they have cut off any help towards me. Opening doors, they don't want to help me. So, a lot of these organizations will not, how they brainwash to not help the target. So this is, not lies, it's not manipulation, and it's not scam. Because I'm straightforward and honest with the help that I'm asking for. and I really hate to ask for help. So, I mean, my question is, how come when other people expose narcs, you know, if they expose a narc, how come they're not burning their bridges? Oh, because they're not forced to be dependent and needy or need help. But the fact that I have to be in need, it seems like I have to kiss ass of my enemies, in order to doggone survive, and supposed to stay quiet and not expose the dirt that they're doing. But you know what? They would refuse to help me no matter what. So yeah, even these motel neighbors, like, how is it that everybody up in here is a satanic perp? Except me, I'm the only doggone target. How is that possible? So the guy that was toting the white little trash thing, he's a perp as well. He's like one of the people who oversee this. He been acting a certain kind of weird. But that was the guy who said he was the manager at one of the Domino's places, and he said that he would he suggested that I try to get a job at Domino's, and Domino's ended up not hiring me. So I at least tried, So I'm just, I mean, it's like the system is, as they say, designed to keep you down and stuff like that. And it's like they make it to where it's, a life-threatening struggle to survive. But, I'm trying to avoid having to be back on the streets again because, I've already explained that. And then next week, at least 2 days of the week is supposed to have bad weather or rain or something like that. And what sense does it make for somebody to be, homeless on the streets with nowhere to go, and all your body and your belongings get all wet, and they wouldn't even care if you die of pneumonia? So, if anybody takes me seriously and believe me telling the truth, that means so much. Even if you can't even afford to donate or help me out. But, and then the professed Christians who refuse to help, how would they know whether or not I'm praying behind closed doors? But they'll just automatically assume that, the reason why you need to learn how to go to God and not people. But then some people say, well, closed mouths don't get fed. That can go with any expression, not with just food. But if you have need of anything and you're quiet about it, and, then you can't really get help. And then some professed Christians say, well, go ahead and pray first, and then go ahead and ask for that help, because, faith without works is dead. So, but as I said, I know it's not even sustainable for me to, or for me to keep on, week to week, just keep on asking for help. But in 2019, a nice handful of other targets were doing the same thing. Keep on asking for weekly help to stay in a motel or asking for help to stay in a hotel. And another disadvantage that I have is I'm disabled. I've been considered disabled as well. So the $331 left over, that's left like my my tax refund money is just about gone, pretty much. So the Social Security, I already spent 1 week on Social Security. Of my Social Security to stay here, and then plus I had, paying my phone bill and my storage bill. And so, I only get $837 a month. And so, I got 331 left over, and I'm just saying I need help with only $40 more. So, then on the 15th, far as I know, I'm scared. I'm really scared and not ready to end up back on the streets again. And so, I mean, I know people probably, the online perps probably slammed me and said, well, she had her opportunity to go live with her ex-boyfriend. Y'all don't know because y'all narcs too, so y'all don't even care. It's like, y'all don't care if anything happened to me, that I get snuffed out. Because if Alex might be using projection about me being a bitter ex, but what if he would have had a sinister, underhanded agenda that I didn't know about? You hear these stories about, they got this YouTube channel called Black Girl Unlost. And it's like dozens of stories about, black females getting murdered, by running off with a boyfriend or an ex-boyfriend or a male friend and stuff like that, And I don't know, if I haven't seen or heard from Alex, I don't know what he's been up to all these years. So why blindly just trust him as a good person now? Just by word of him saying, oh, I've changed. You could have changed for the better or the worse, but you have shown me that you changed for the worse. So, if he, but then again, I figure he's a covert narc. And those are the most deadly, the most dangerous. But, I couldn't see him killing somebody, though. But you never know. If he might, being a perp, if I'm up there and he throws something in my face or he do something on purpose to make me mad and me and him get into an argument and they get into a physical fight or something like that, I don't know what would happen. So, that's like, I actually was familiar with Alex, years ago. And I know that people can and do change, throughout the years. But I already said what I said in the previous video. But that human trafficker DJ, come on. Now, people thought I was wrong for not wanting to go with a male total stranger. I know nothing about this guy. And DJ wanted to try to bully me into stop being a Christian. And so I'm worried about if I were to go live with Alex, if Alex were to do stuff like starve me and stuff like that because of what he did me years ago. So or be very extremely extremely stingy. And so it's like, yeah, as I said, better safe than sorry. And so I didn't want to be like, a black girl unlost. Or like another Kanika Jenkins or something weird. But it's like on Black Girl Unlost YouTube channel, and it's another one called Leia Nicole, Leya Nicole, and she also does the same thing, and also 54 Keys or something like that. Those are 3 channels that I see, and it's like the news that they put out, on black females, getting murdered or mysteriously coming up missing and stuff. It's too depressing, but I'm glad that they're putting the information out. But I know it's got to be so depressing, and my emotions get overwhelmed and stuff like that. I'm not saying that Alex would kill me or harm me, but, with narcissistic abuse, can be narcissistic abuse and domestic violence and relationships and stuff like that. It can be potentially deadly. And then dealing with the gang stalking component as well. Yeah, so So that's funny because I don't remember what day it was last week. I think it was last week or the week before. I think that was probably dream manipulation. And it had to be like a spiritual based dream manipulation. Because had to have been a spiritual based dream manipulation because I think it was around that time that I had the nightmare about a domestic violence kind of situation, and then sometime after then, or sometime around that time, then Alex contacted me. But I wasn't like, he didn't put his hands on me when we were together. He never put his hands on me until after we broke up, and then there was a push and shove match, and the first time I ever in my life saw his mom. So as I said, I'm traumatized by what she did to me. I don't think about it every day, but I mean, it's just like after all these years, just thinking back on how mean she was and everything, I just feel like, and he probably put stuff in her head and made her think, a certain way about me. But her hatred, the way she acted towards me was so strong. Like, I'm sitting here wondering, was she racist against black people? Because, or he must have told her something to put stuff in that lady's head, to make her act that a certain way. And I said that, I would hate to be pregnant by a perp or a handler. That would really fuck my head up. I couldn't deal with that. Dealing with that kind of, But anyway, a couple of weeks ago, I had like a nightmare about a domestic violence situation. And also in that very same dream, my biological sister Ramona was in the hospital or something like that. And I confronted her about some things I can't say on here, but I talked about it on my blog. So, so then I found out today that Ramona had supposedly been in the hospital recently. And I'm like, well, what the hell? So I feel like that had to have been like a spiritual gang stalking dream manipulation thing. I guess it was all like kind of connected, So, but I am so sorry. I mean, I usually talk, in a video, like on average, a little over 25 minutes, however long my phone will let me. But I intended for this video to be kind of short. And I had just a couple of things to say, but then I had, all this other stuff. So, but before I go, I wanted to say that after, in the middle, like early Friday morning, the Wi-Fi messed up and started to act a certain kind of funny, and the blue dot was blinking and turning red and green and stuff. Well, after this past Friday, the Wi-Fi started to act great. Like, it started to upload my videos somewhat kind of fast, and the same kind seemed like it's kind of been uploading my videos a little bit faster than when I very first got here. So, if it's now 8:31 p.m. at the moment, so this video ought to upload before the night is out. So I'm gonna go for now, and I'm gonna work on some writing. If I feel physically able enough, I'm gonna try to. If I feel the strength, I'm gonna try to, take a bath and stuff too. Clean myself. But I'm thanks in advance for any help. Even if you can't help, then thanks for that too. And I'm planning on doing some journaling or some more blogging and stuff. Or I don't know if I have a short story, but something to write. And so I'm a targeted author. I'm an author. I write. But, nobody pays it. Everybody ignores me, but I still write anyway. But thanks for listening to me. I love y'all, and I'll see y'all. If nothing else happens tonight, then I'll see y'all tomorrow. Bye.